Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is the Zombie God 777 here. I'm here with episode 3 of the podcast, and I just want to give a quick little shout out to Holly BB. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and follow me on Twitter. It means so much to me, and you inspired me to make this episode 3. I'm just going to say that right now. And off the back, I have with me PJ, my best friend on PS4, and he's going to be taking the role of reader, which that means is he's going to read some of it, I'm going to read some of it, because our reading is really crap. That's going to read you right now. So we're probably going to get memed on this episode, because me and both PJ both stutter and stuff like that. We're both really young, so like I'm 18 now, but like I'm disability and shit like that. So yeah, pretty much. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off with FaZe Banks declines claims that he assaulted Jake Paul's assistant. I just can't keep up with this drama. So, PJ's going to start it off.
Last week, Jake Paul posted and then deleted a video accusing fellow YouTuber FaZe Banks of assaulting his assistant Meg. Since then, Jake, FaZe, and Alyssa Violet, who is reportedly currently dating FaZe and also is Jake's ex, have been entangled in a social media war, one that seemed to never be ending. In the wake of Jake's initial allegations, FaZe took to YouTube on August 18th to share a response video of his own, denouncing the claims that even threatening to take legal action. 99% of what this kid said in his video was absolutely fabricated and not true. FaZe explained, adding, "It's gotten to be to the point where it needs to be pursued legally." The YouTuber also spoke of defamation
Yeah, there you go.
of character and slander to the highest degree, and continued to share his side of the story.
Later in the video, Alyssa joined FaZe to defend him and also talk more about her relationship with Jake. If we never agreed on something, or if something happened, we would split if something would happen, he would spit in my face. And this has happened multiple times. She claims of her ex. Alyssa also went on in the video to allege that Jake once pushed me once pushed me way too hard into a bush while filming a video. This scares right.
Scar.
This scar right here was from the thorns. She said, showing her arm to the camera, my entire arm was bleeding. For the record, this isn't the first time Alyssa was accused, right? Accused accused of Jake being abusive to her while they were dating. Yeah. Abused to her while they were dating. Earlier this year, she opened up in another video about alleged verbal abuse from her ex. I'll go, I guess.
Yeah.
In the days since the dual videos from FaZe and Jake, Logan Paul took his own YouTube channel to speak up on behalf of his brother, as well as post a lighthearted joke on Twitter. Logan Paul tweeted, regarding the situation with my bro, I think everyone involved just needs to take a deep breath and take the survey, yougoodbro.com. You can go,
Alright.
PJ.
In turn, FaZe responded with a series of tweets. I'm not surprised Logan is supporting his brother through this, and any good brother would do that. I do that, he wrote. I don't knock it for him, but the YouTuber went on to say, all I care is about my name being cleared and proving that these accusations are false. And alright,
Read the tweets.
alright. I'm not from FaZe Banks at Banks. I'm not surprised Logan is supporting his brother through this. Any good brother would do that. I do that. I don't knock it for him. Oh, for it. Whatever. But the facts are facts, and these things they said about me yesterday are not okay. Gotta be an adult about this. Shit is very serious. All I care about is my name being cleared and proving that these accusations are false. You got this next one, or should I do it?
I'll do it. As for Jay, he's been relatively silent.
Relatively.
Sorry. As for Jake, he's been relatively silent on social media since the original videos, though he did share another video on Twitter of himself at a show saying these always there's always something positive to be proud of, no matter what people are saying about you. Then there's a video. And Jake Paul tweeted, I'm the face of advertise, right?
No, ever see.
Oh, adversity. Yeah, on the face of adversity. Adversity. There we go.
Just give up on the word.
Alright, go.
Alright. But it seems as though the fighting might be tapering off, and that Jake and FaZe might be trying to work through the allegations themselves. As noted in a tweet by FaZe, Jake reached out through text. We're going to handle it in person, offline, from here on out, he wrote. It remains to be seen whether he wrote. Oh, I just jumped back to the same line. Anything will come from FaZe's earlier talk of pursuing legal action, but fans might not be privy. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, privy.
All right. To the information, if the two YouTube stars make a good on their promise to keep the drama offline from this point forwards. And I got this tweet. All right.
Yeah.
All right. FaZe Banks at Banks uploaded a video in the response to Logan's. Jake reached out through text and we're going to handle it in person, offline, and from here on out. And then a magical video, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it, guys. So that's it about that article. So what's your personal thoughts, PJ, about it?
I feel like FaZe is in the innocence here.
True that. I think he is too, with all the information he's been giving us. But until we see that security camera footage, then no one is innocent at all. Like, to be real here.
Yeah.
So until that footage is released, then we'll know who's innocent and who's not. But he does have valid points in his recent videos, like on his channel. But either ways, guys, if we repeat lines or if we can't say some words, we'll just skip over them. And so I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time, so you guys won't get annoyed or pissed off and click off of the video and stuff like that. So either way, so now we're moving on to the second article, Jake Paul, a reality villain of the YouTube generation. So, I guess let's start here. You'll go, or I'll go, I guess. The reality show Villain has evolved, right? Yeah, Villain has evolved. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the YouTube villain. look no further than Jake Paul, a YouTuber, a YouTube generation successor to
Yeah.
uh, pla- platinum blood. I don't fucking know. You read that.
Wait, hold on. Platinum Blonde screens like Spencer Pratt of The Hills and Johnny Fairplay of Survival mixed with a little bit of the Jackass crew.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry.
That is funny.
All right,
You want me to keep going?
Mr. Paul 20, an actor on the Disney show
Bizarre Bar.
Blizzard Bark, has 8.5 million followers on Instagram and more than 8.5 subscribers to his YouTube channel. But a local news clip from Los Angeles that featured him in introducing what the fuck in
Infuriating his West Hollywood neighbors introduced him to a different audience this week.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
The neighbors hate me, he says, proudly in the spot, which features him jumping on top of the local news van and mocking the reporter's shoes, as well as
Shot.
shots of his eager
Eager. Yeah.
shots of his eager young fans hanging out in the street, told that the neighbors are complaining that he's turned the street into a curvious
Circus.
into a circus. He responds, I mean, but people like going to circuses, right? That's so funny, but so dumb at the same time.
Yeah. The next one.
It used to be really a nice, quiet street, and now we're just this war zone," said Darren, whatever fuck, I don't know.
Mattel Dolan.
Yeah, Mattel Darren, the only neighbor named in the piece. The situation KTLA reported at the neighbor. Oh, sorry. The station KTLA reported that a neighborhood meeting is planned for the next week to decide the possibility of filming a lawsuit against Mr. Paul, who did not immediately respond to questions sent through the publicity, whatever the fuck. Publicist? I don't fucking know.
Oh, I can't even say it right now.
Yeah,
you had it right the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the next ones.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. After the story went viral, Mr. Paul on Wednesday leaned into criticism on Twitter. Crazy how many people care about me being a bad neighbor.
He wrote.
He wrote, Jake Paul, at Jake Paul, crazy how many people care about me being a bad neighbor.
Quotes.
Fish to fry. Innocent people are getting shot every day. You should worry about that.
And he misspells it.
Yeah.
That's not our bad. That's his fault.
Yeah. And then another video comes up, which this is Jake Paul on YouTube. I would advise checking it out.
All right, you go.
Now, though Mr. Paul is largely a stranger to over 25 set of his many devoted fans, know that he has taken some of a heel turn in recent months, engaging in reality show style feuds with his rumored romantic connection Alicia Violet, his brother Logan Paul, and other celebrities. Oh my god.
Celebrities on the platform, including the star PewDiePie, a rap song that Mr. Paul released with some of his own housemates quickly became one of the most disliked videos of all time.
Except for the Infinite Warfare trailer.
Yeah, except for that. But
Yeah, that sucked.
all right, so keep going.
And before, and that was before the local news clip exposed him to a new generation of haters, and 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 in some cases, fan. This is definitely an evolution of the fame I was going for. Mr. Pratt, who time on the reality show The Hills was spent ag-
Agonizing.
no,
Oh,
antagonizing.
my bad. I even got it wrong. Me antagonizing one of its stars and fan favorites, Lauren Corden. Where the fuck?
Lauren Conrad.
Lauren Conrad said in a phone interview
Conrad.
on Wednesday, when I saw the clip, I was definitely jealous. Jealous. I was definitely jealous. And Jake Paul at Jake Paul tweeted, "Don't conform the socialist."
No, don't conform to society.
Oh, don't Oh, sorry, my bad. Don't conform to society with the bang thing on the end.
Yeah.
All right, you go.
It's virtually impossible to know whether Mr. Paul's personal drama is authentic. Like the characters on a reality show, the network of YouTube stars which he exists thrives on a soap opera style plot lines that may be exaggerated or entirely false. In many of his videos, he he is energized to the point of mania, engaging in stunts including building a giant water slide in his backyard and having the image of a large gun tattooed on his leg to respond a Wheel of Fortune style game. But Mr. Paul antics disguise an ambitious entrepreneurial nature.
Yeah.
Not
You got it.
highlight that word and just let the people watching this figure that out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Keep going. Skip it. Skip it.
I don't know how to even say that.
Just skip it. Skip that word and keep going.
Nature and a understanding of social video that has allowed him to drop out of high school and move to Los Angeles when he was 17. You want this one or I got it?
I'll go. Before becoming a Disney star, he had sharpened his filming and editing chops, right? Chops on the now different the video platform Vine. Oh my god.
Yeah, Vine is dead, everybody.
Sharpen his filming and editing chops on the on Vine when he was still a high school wrestler in Westlake, Ohio, a suburb
Got that.
of Cleveland. His brother, with whom he used to film videos when the two were preteens, was also starting to use Vine. He said the competition inspired both of them to learn more quickly. With the video, I don't want to show it, and you got that rest of it.
Yeah. We basically started studying the platform and figured out how to make a better video, Mr. Poe told the Cleveland Plain Dealer in 2016. In less than 3 weeks, one of the videos went viral and they both gained 5,000 followers. Once in California, Mr. Poe took an improv and acting class and eventually landing a role in Berserk, a show about YouTube like social media channel called Vogla.
Whatever. Let's skip it.
Yeah, whatever. He also began to foster a network of YouTube stars, signing into tracks with his company, Team 10, which he calls a social media label. He helped them produce and edit their videos, often allowed them to stay at his home in West Hollywood. Mr. Violet was Team 10's first
Mrs. Violet, to quote you back, Mrs. Violet was Team 10's first member. Yeah, sorry, not Mr. Sorry, no disrespect to Violet. So just want to point that out. And if we're reading this wrong, guys, please let us know in the comments below. So yeah, just gonna point that out. So keep going.
Yeah, because I'm a genius.
Keep going, Brad.
Right. He has named Leonardo DiCaprio, Ashton Kutcher, and Dr. Dre as role models, and according to a podcast interview posted to YouTube in March, he is interested in becoming a Mongol.
Whatever, just can skip it.
Yeah. Who also acts preferably in blockbusters. I'd like to be a superhero or a supervillain in a huge action movie, he told the podcast host Lewis Howes. I want to play like the Joker or something like that.
Keep going.
In making those dreams a reality, Mr. Poe will have to jump the chasm between the D-list and the A-list that has stopped others short. It may be hard for him to shed his troublemaking image for something more mature. You want this?
Yeah, I would do it.
Right.
All due respect, not to a player hater here, but if you're trying to be an actual actor, running around on the streets like a fool, making a scene with KTLA is not going to get you there, Mr. Pratt. Yeah, Mr. Pratt. Yeah, Mr. Pratt said. He contrasted Mr. Paul with movie stars like Woody Harrelson. Yeah. Woody Harrelson? Sorry, we butcher names wrong, so sorry if we get any names wrong in this while we're doing this podcast. Harrison, who can be hated in one role and then loved in the next film. He's not playing the role, Mr. Pat said. If you hate Jake Paul, you just hate Jake Paul. And you got that last little bit there.
Yeah. The correction, July 20th, 2017. An earlier version of this article misspelled the name of survivor Constantine. He is Johnny Fairplay, not Johnny Fairplay. Oh.
Alright, so now we're going to give our thoughts and opinions about, the neighbors suing Jake Paul. So what's your thoughts on it, PJ?
I say it's a quite interesting thing. Out of all the things we'll be talking about, to be honest.
Exactly. So, in my opinion, I think he deserves to get damn sued because he doesn't even have a license. He doesn't even have permits or anything. He's just filming whatever the hell he wants to do around the neighborhood. If this was in public property, yeah, I would be on your side saying oh, that's not right. But since he's filming in private property around his neighbors, he should be fucking sued for that. So now we're going to talk about Hurricane Harvey strikes a powerful blow to Texas and lingers. Yeah, and lingers. Yeah, and
lingers.
Yeah, lingers. And here's a big picture about it, and here we go.
Alright, you start this one off.
Okay. A destroyed motor house lies on State Highway 188 between I don't know how to say the word Florida Ranch land near Rockport, Texas. Timur Khalifa for the New York Times. So you go. Your turn, buddy.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'll go, I guess. Rockport, Texas, Hurricane Harvey bombarded a a stretch, I guess, a stretch of the Gulf Coast in Texas on Saturday with home-ripping winds and ep- epic, yeah, epic
Yeah,
and epic rains as emergency officials scrambled to access the extent of the damage. Hundreds of thousands of people were without power after utility poles were knocked out of the ground as if they were twigs.
yeah, twigs.
All right, you
You're
go.
doing far.
You go, bud.
Uh, the storm made landfall in the coastal city, ripping away loose, leveling palm trees and road signs, and turning ranch land into lakes. Mayor Charles J. Wax said Saturday that conditions were too dangerous to send out emergency officials, but an initial review as the storm's eye passed overnight had found widespread damage. We took a Category 4 storm right on the nose, the mayor said. Those who rode out the storm were in awe of Harvey's power, standing by his ripped up home in Salina Plantation.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my best guess. A community Houston, southwest of Houston. Jamie Ellis, 48, said he had been watching a movie about 1 a.m. Saturday when a tornado swept through that sounded like a freight train was coming. The lights went out. The upstairs French doors flew open and objects began careening around inside his house. His wife Stacy and his son Zach took refuge in a bedroom closet.
All right, keep reading.
And on to you.
Okay. Sorry, also, guys, if you hear me or PJ breathing heavily, we're just trying to get through these articles so we can talk about the new games coming out, like Call of Duty World
But
War II, Destiny 2, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, sorry about that. I apologies. But anyways, Harvey was the first major hurricane to make landfall in the United States since 2005, and it was expected to hover over Texas until at least midweek. A Category 4 hurricanes when it struck land on Friday night at I don't know how to say that. By Saturday, into a tropical storm. Still, meteorologists warned
meteorologist.
meteorologists warned that as much as their feet of rain could fall across a vast
That's
area.
Corpus
Yeah,
Christi
from
to
Corpus
Houston.
Christi to Houston, the nation's fourth largest city. Sorry, I ran over you. My bad.
That's
So
all
you
right.
can keep going.
All right. The storm surge is the most dangerous element of hurricanes. Brock Lawn, the administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, told CNN it has been the highest potential to kill the most amount of people. As of Saturday afternoon, one storm related to the death has been reported in Rockport, but forecasters warned that Harvey's onslaught was just the beginning in a adverse uh, ad- adversity.
Yeah, adversity.
Ad- yeah, I want to say adversary or adversity. I want to say one or the other, but whatever. One Saturday, the National Hurricane Center in Miami, the storm was already producing tor- torrential rains and warned that the catastrophic flooding was likely in the days ahead.
Alright, let's
You
keep
want to take this
reading.
paragraph,
Uh,
and I'll.
yeah, sure. Castled in a flooded field near Rockport, Texas on Saturday. Tamir Khalifa for the New York Times. That's what it says below this photo. You guys can't see. Um, at a news conference in Austin, government Greg Albert, right? Albert.
Greg
Abort.
Abort.
Yeah, Greg Abort said Saturday afternoon, officials remained active in search and rescued, right? Not rescue, reserve. Yeah, refuge. I can't fucking. You read it.
Okay, let me say this for you, and then you continue.
Yeah.
All right. Rescue efforts.
Oh yeah, rescue efforts. Rescue effort. I'm trying to read. I lost where I was. You just go. I lost. Go.
I'll just continue. We don't have any information right now that we can confirm about deaths, he said. The storm remained a hurricane well after it made landfall about 10 p.m. Friday,
I
and
got. I got. And the deluge of rain made it difficult for the authorities to to conduct in even familiar damage as assessment. I don't know.
preliminary
Okay.
for that word.
Yeah. Preliminary and
Tip up with that
damage
word.
assumptions, I don't know. More than 250,000 Texans were without electricity on Saturday. A a figure a figure that was likely to increase. The authorities ordered evacuations over a wide area of the state. A few miles outside Rockport, a recreative no, vehicle lay on its side in the middle of a two-lane highway with its roof ripped off on on an orange X. Yeah, on an orange X spray painted on its bumper, and appearance signal by emergency workers that the vehicle has been checked for people inside and cleared. A small herd of longhorn cattle, weird. I don't know. I said a word. Where near
Searching for.
a flooded field, searching for dry ground. My bad.
Alright, I'll take the rest.
Yeah.
The remains of a house that caught fire as the Hurricane Harvey hit Corpus Christi, Texas.
Christie.
Alright, Christy.
Yeah, Corpus Christi, Texas. Mark Ralston slash Greece. I don't know. French
Yeah.
priest. Priestess. I don't know how to say that. Greedy images. I don't know.
Images.
Keep going.
It was very frightening, said Jean Custy, 84, standing in the shadow of a severely damaged hotel. I'm not sure why it didn't cross my mind a couple of times that I should have gotten the hell out of Dodge. The concerned about rising flood waters, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice evacuated about 4,500 inmates on Saturday from prisons near Barrows River to locations in East Texas. In the house in Houston, the lights begin to blink and some places go out. The city bayous were rising, its roads mostly quiet since Friday night remained eerily empty.
By the way, that word is bayous, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keep going.
I don't live in Houston, so I don't know.
That's fine. Keep going.
Yeah. Alright. Although Houston, a city about 2.3 million people, among its nation's most flood-prone major cities, the local authorities did not order an evacuation. Alright. Alright, well, then we got a magical video that we're not going to show because most likely copyright reasons. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Probably.
Alright. Joanne, um, I want to say Joanne, but I know it's like Jose. Or
Yeah.
does that
Just
one
just say
have
Joanne. The first part. The first name. You don't have to say the last one.
52 bought a tarpaulin from a Walmart north of downtown to help cover his leaky roof. He lived through Hurricane Mitch in Honduras in 1998 and remembered how it killed his neighbors, flooded roads, and torn up bridges. Maybe it won't be that bad, he said of Harvey. It depends on God. Near, nearby, a homeless man, Roy Joe Cox, 63, pulled a rolling suitcase. A hurricane is coming and I have nowhere to go, he said. You want this small little paragraph
Yeah.
before?
Tears formed in his sky blue eyes. Oh, in his sky blue eyes. Yeah, his sky blue eyes. He normally lives under a nearby bridge, he said, and was hoping to get a blanket to protect him from the incoming storm. I'm not a thief, he said, but I was going to steal it because I don't have any money. Oh, that's so sad. All right, you
No.
go.
Uh, President, President Trump, facing the first significant natural disaster of his administration, issued a federal disaster declaration on Friday. The order requested by Mr. Abbott covers 6 Texas counties and opens the spigot for federal aid. The storm forced flight hundreds of flight cancellations, partially because Southwest Airlines and United Airlines have major presences in Houston, according to FlightAware, which monitors air traffic. 2 cruise ships that were scheduled to return to Graveston, Texas on Saturday were diverted to New Orleans. You want this paragraph?
Yeah. The storm took an unassuming path towards
An unusual.
meteorological. I don't know.
Geological infamy.
Okay, infamy. The system first became Tropical Storm Harvey on August 17th when it was about 250 miles east of Bardors. 2 days later, it descended, I don't know how to say it, into a tropical wave. But on Wednesday, the system gained new and sterling power, and forecasters issued the first hurricane watches for the Texas coast.
All
All
right.
right, you go.
Well, all right. By Friday night, the by stable fed by stable air, the Gulf of Mexico warm water had it grown into a Category 4 storm with sustained wind speeds of 130 miles per hour. In years past, major hurricanes caused immediate spikes in oil and gasoline prices, but as hard as Hurricane Harvey has hit the region's refineries, the impact at the pump has so far been muted. However, it may take days before the full impact of the storm is known roughly 1 million barrels a day refining capacity has been shut down on the Gulf Coast, and nearly a quarter of Gulf offshore production has been shut. The Corpus Christi shipping terminals responsible for importing and exporting oil and refined products are also closed. If the ship channel between Port Arkansas,
Yeah.
Arkansas,
Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Yeah,
I don't know
Arkansas.
where.
Yeah.
All
But common
right,
is an
and
S. It's Arkansas.
yeah, and Arkansas's pass is badly damaged. It could take weeks for products to leave South Texas refineries, and even if plants are not harmed. Gasoline shortages are already appearing around Houston, where drivers have been waiting in long lines to fill up. Dozens of gasoline stations have run out of fuel in the metropolitan area, and prices the gas at the pump have risen about 3 cents a gallon around this week. Few, if any, places in the world have have as much energy infrastructure in harm's way as the Gulf of Mexico coast, Houston, Corpus Christi, Texas City, and other cities that have vast refineries and natural gas terminals, which make the store dangerous chemicals. The Gulf itself crisscrossed by oil and natural gas pipelines that connect production platforms to pipelines onshore. The potential an for an environmental catastrophe, or at least a crippling blow to the national economy, is always there when a hurricane strikes. You want this next 2 paragraphs to finish her?
Yeah, sure. Oh, where you at?
The region's energy complex.
Which is right here, right?
Second to last.
Right here. By Friday night.
Wait, let me. I'm looking on the actual website. Let me look at the Skype.
No, and I think Trump. No, your.
No, scroll. You should go down. Keep her going. All right, scroll up a bit.
Yep.
You see down. All right, you see that little tiny one and the fairly sized one at the very end?
Right here.
No, up a bit.
Here.
The region's energy complex. You see that one? It's at the very beginning of the tiny paragraph.
Oh,
Like it's 2 lines. Do you not see it?
No, read it for me.
The region's energy complex has dodged
Found it.
Yeah.
Had dodged many bullets over the years, but damage, assume I don't know that word. But after a hurricane hits, can take many weeks. The last time a hurricane hit Texas was 2008, when Hurricane Ike barreled into Galveston. Only models from Texas City and the Houston Ship Channel and their high contrastic, whatever that word is, referees. I don't know if that word.
Refinery.
Refineries and
Chemical.
chemical plants. Chemical plants. There was remained closed for days, and inextensive, right?
Yeah.
Inextensive flooding crippled some refineries. Refineries, and left them without power for more than a week.
Alright, well, that's it.
No, that's right
This
here. A
is
little
actually
bit.
quite more
A little bit.
interesting than I thought it would be.
Right here. There's a little bit more, buddy.
But whatever. It's not really
Let's
that
read it.
important.
Let's read it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Read
It, Manny Fernandez reported from Rockport, Alan Binder from Houston, and Victoria, Texas, and Simon Romero from Alcapurdigrari. I don't know how to say that
it.
word.
Amazing.
Clifford Cross and Julia Turkeywitz contributing reporting from Houston and Selena Plantation, Texas.
Alright, so what's your thoughts on Hurricane Harvey after this?
A lot. Honestly, I was always it's not affecting anybody from my area, so it's not really that important. But it's actually quite interesting to read about it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, true that. And if you guys hear echo in this episode, please let us know in the comments below. But either ways, yeah, so now we're gonna talk about new games. So what do you want to talk about first?
I say we should start with the Destiny because I don't know much about that.
Okay. So sorry, my bad. So Destiny 2, a lot of people are assuming that it's just like a copy and paste of Destiny 1, but like better graphics, better weapons, and a new PvP. Where in Destiny 2 it's gonna be called PvE, but in Destiny 1 it's called PvP. I don't know a lot about the multiplayer of Destiny. I only know about the campaign of Destiny 1, and it's gonna say, and pretty much what they're saying is it's gonna be a longer campaign, longer version of a campaign, and more detailed than Destiny 1. And they're saying it's gonna be all around a better game than the first one. And some people are saying it's just gonna be like and it's gonna be like an add-on of the game. That's what some other people are saying. It's like just an extension of the game, of the original game, but like on another disc. You know what I mean? So
I know
what's
what
your
you mean.
thoughts on Destiny 2 and everything that you know about it?
I was never a really big Destiny fan myself, but I have a few friends that have been begging me to getting it and telling me all about it. And I heard that I've played games where PvP and PvE are two different mechanics. PvP is player versus player, and PvE is player versus AI, basically. To explain that for you.
Yeah, true that.
Uh,
So what's your
and they've
thoughts on
been
the game, like graphics wise, multiplayer, and the whole PvE? I know in the last game it was PvP. Do you know anything about the PvE thing? And continue what you're saying before I cut you off. Sorry.
it's okay. But I'll I'll start getting into the PvE actually because I played games like Unturned. If anybody watching that knows about that game, I'll just put out a little promotion for it. That's basically Minecraft and The Walking Dead put into a game. All right,
I wouldn't say that in my opinion.
I'd say that to be honest.
So are you hyped at all for the new game or no?
I'm not hyped for Destiny because I was never a really big I like Star Wars, but I was never really hyped for Destiny because it reminded me of Halo, and I never really liked Halo.
Oh wow, that's gonna trigger some people.
Yeah, it will.
So what's your thoughts on Star Wars Battlefront 2 comparing it to Star Wars Battlefront 1?
Honestly, I think Battlefront 2 will be well received uh, because of but if I'm correct, it's based off of the recent movies.
Exactly. It's based off of the recent movies that came out, and it's a mixture of the old game. Oh, sorry, I'm getting it too mixed up. So yeah, it's a mixture of all the recent movies that came out, and then also it's a mixture of Star Wars Battlefront 1, and it's like all of that's combined into one game, pretty much.
Um, okay. So basically, I'm just kind of afraid because the newer movies weren't received as well as older movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, which might end up getting some of the demographic cut from this new game.
Exactly. Like they just want revenue. It's like it's all what's it about.
It might end up being like Watch Dogs 2. Did you see how that launched and
Oh my
everything?
god, yeah, yeah. And it's like
I
those two
personally
games, and
love
then
that game.
yes, I'm saying yeah, with both of those games, including with Destiny 2 coming out, and Star Wars Battlefront 2, all those games have something in common. Guess what? They all have in
It,
common fucking what's called supply drops. It's like with these crates and shit. It's just gonna
no,
be. I feel like to me, it's gonna be like a pay to win game.
yeah, but Watch Dogs 2 doesn't have that mechanic really. All you have to do is we don't have Watch Dogs 2 doesn't have supply drops like COD or Destiny
I know, but
or
in a way they do. It's like a similar. It's like online transactions. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't want Destiny 2 or Star Wars Battlefront 2 to like have online transactions, but the companies gotta make money somehow. Like same thing like Call of Duty's doing, but saying I don't want another game, a pay to win game like Call of Duty for example. I want it to be a non fucking online profit game. Like God.
like all right, for example, I'll give you an example. Black Ops 2, there was DLCs that you could pay for and everything that would come with that DLC you got immediately. All right? And also with the release of Black Ops 2, we got the Peacekeeper. All right?
Yeah,
And you
going.
had to buy a $15 DLC with 4 map packs, 1 zombies map, and you got a free gun for it too,
Yeah, I remember that.
which is a nice plus. Right? But then I believe Ghost is when things started going down.
Yeah, it was Ghost, and then after Ghost, and then the franchise has died when Advanced Warfare hit.
Yeah.
But
And now
Ghost
everybody's
didn't
been
kill it.
flipping
No,
all the
Ghost the
games.
one. No, Ghost was the original who started to introduce the new Advanced movement because ever since they added the sliding thing was from Advanced Warfare. Not yeah, no, my bad. So the sliding effect was introduced in Call of Duty Ghost. So ever since they introduced new movement, which was the sliding thing in Call of Duty Ghost, now after that they made more advanced movement with Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and then so on and so on. So it was originally Call of Duty Ghost's fault for introducing a new movement, which was the sliding effect. It was still boots on the ground though.
Yeah. And plus, the only thing that was really good about that game is the fish graphics.
Yeah, I like the aliens mode a little bit. It was something new, something different.
I didn't really like that aliens mode. I just found it too boring.
Oh,
It wasn't zombies. I can tell you that right now.
exactly. I feel your opinion on that because I'm a zombies player myself. So is you.
Yeah.
So either ways,
And
now
plus,
let's talk about World War II. Before we do that, say what you're gonna say.
actually, no. Um,
No, no, come
but
on. I want to hear it.
I say that Ghost was probably the worst installment of the series. Right?
It wasn't worse. It wasn't shit like Advanced Warfare was.
No, I say AW. Alright, was
AW,
actually
yeah, AW is the one who killed the franchise, killed everything.
yeah, I know, but I feel like AW had a better campaign than
Then what?
Ghost.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
Space, space, no, no, come on.
I'm saying my opinion here. I feel like AW had a better campaign than Ghost.
In my opinion, Ghost had a better campaign than AW because in Ghost you went outer space. AW you never went outer space.
But I don't really care about space. Why do you think I hated Infinite Warfare?
Cause that campaign is in space, probably.
Yeah, pretty much the whole entire thing is flying around and okay, yep, stopping myself there. Flying around in space jets, alright, and
Yeah,
grappling on people and ripping off their gas mask or whatever they are.
yeah, exactly. I understand where you're coming from. So now let's
Yeah.
talk about Call of Duty World War II And then after that, we're gonna get into my Twitch channel conversation. So let's get started.
Yeah. All right. So, COD World War II. Where do I start
Oh my
about?
god.
Yes. So I have the beta, but I can't figure out to log into it because I'm an idiot.
Look it up, dude. Look, you got a couple of
Oh,
days and that's it, dude. Yeah, look it up on Google. Look it up on YouTube or something, man. Or ask one
I
of your
know.
friends.
I'm probably going to do it tomorrow if the beta's still up.
Yeah, they did it a day early, so you still got a little bit about a time to play the beta, and stream it before the beta is down and closed forever.
Yeah,
So you better hurry up,
but
man, with that.
but my friends that have played it said to me that the PP is one of the first starting weapons you get. Which
Oh my god, dude! I
I
can't wait. I
know.
can't wait to get it in November. And it
Yeah,
sucks. And you know what else sucks? My grandpa pre-ordered the game online, so that means I can't get a code to play the beta.
you know that sucks.
Yeah,
But
yeah, true that. So now
yeah,
let's talk about. So what's your thoughts on it in general, like the campaign, the multiplayer, and this other mode they're talking about? This new mode. I don't know what it's called,
zom.
but yeah, it's not zombies, but it's something else.
No, it's zombies, but without the mystery box and pack a pooch.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Well, they're testing it out. All right.
I'll give them a chance with this new zombies mode, but still, if it's not as good as the old zombies, man, I'm not gonna like it.
All right. Okay. Think about it like this. Think about it as knocked, but bigger.
Ah, I see now.
Yeah, like knocked is a fun map. All right.
In my opinion, I hope the campaign is not a rip off of Call of Duty World at War. They're just like you know what I mean. I hope it's something new, like the campaign.
Or something from the old PS2 games.
Yeah,
If you
exactly. My
shots.
point exactly. I could have said it better myself. But anyways, what's your thoughts on the multiplayer compared to Call of Duty World at War multiplayer?
Um, Personally, I say graphics are definitely better.
Trying to fix my mic. There we go.
Graphics are definitely better.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, and I believe they're like, how many years apart are those two games? Like 10?
Yeah, 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Like, we didn't research all this, so you'll have to excuse us.
Yeah, we're just going off by YouTube videos. That's what we're talk. That's why we're just gonna see what we can talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have high hopes for the game. I hope this game can revive. Like, FaZe is dead at the moment because like they're
I
all
want
waiting. Because you know why? Because they're all waiting for Call of Duty World War II to be the new game to make montages off of. And I really do hope this game revives FaZe Clan and revives the whole Call of Duty community, the competitive side of the community. Just brings Call of Duty back to life. And if it doesn't do that, then Call of Duty's screwed.
Yeah. So, and you never know. Maybe one of the older games that CUD's kind of based off of, like Medal of Honor or something like that, comes back.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope to God that like sweaty nerds don't like sit there in the lobbies because I sort of like this is what probably pisses me off the most. Even though the beta just came out and everything, and the game's coming out in November, but still, bro, you're gonna still have those sweaty tryhard nerds from Call of Duty World at War on Call of Duty World War II, right? And they're just gonna be sweating their off, and it's not gonna be fun for the first like 2 months, you know. Because the
No,
sweaty tryhards, they leave after like the 5th or 6th month that the game is out or some shit like that. Someone told me that. I don't know if it's true or not.
no, actually, it's better to get into the game earlier because
You can
the
get better
sweat
gameplay, is that you're saying.
doesn't start. The sweat assault doesn't start until like the 5th or 6th month. Is my experience.
Yeah, so I'm saying you're saying get as much gameplay as you can with killing the noobs before you get shit on.
Yeah, unless if you become one of the pros and just dominate the whole lobby.
Then it's like the situation's flipped.
Yeah, like for example, back in Black Ops 2 for me, I was Master Prestige dominating the lobby. I'm not sure if that's true for other people, but that was my experience with Black Ops 2.
Indeed. So that's all I gotta talk about for World War II for me at least. Anything else before we go to my topic about my Twitch channel?
I say I don't have anything left except for Sledgehammer better not screw this up.
Exactly.
They
In
better
my
not.
opinion, before we end it off here, it's like I feel like they have the Advanced Warfare engine into the beta. Like I know I can't judge the game right off the back. Well, it's like what I'm looking at it from YouTubers and streams and like just overall, it looks like they took Advanced Warfare's engine and put it in the game. Cause the way when you get shot and when you get flinched, you know what I'm talking about, has that blood or that paint when you enable paint mode on Advanced Warfare, right? And it has like yellow, right? But
Yeah,
when you turn paintball mode off, it has that blood effect around your screen, right? And then the guy's like, ooh, like it flinches that it's like really bad flinch for like a 2.3 second flinch, you know what I mean?
yeah.
In my opinion, it's just a sniping similar, like from AW to World War II. It just overall it looks like AW, but without the jetpacks and just better damn graphics. That's what it looks like to me. Because you know what I mean, it's similar. You can see the similarities, you know. But I don't
You
know.
can't.
I don't know about the campaign because like we can't see the campaign yet. Well, I can't judge the campaign until I see it, you know. So that's one of my thoughts overall. It just feels like AW, man. Well, just without the damn jetpacks and better graphics.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about that? Oh, what I just said.
I say I can see a little bit of AW in it, alright, but not as much as I've seen in
Exactly,
like
like you're saying, like the bullet
BO3.
drops, like the score streaks, yeah, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And same thing with AW when you call in a score streak, it makes the whole lobby lag for like a couple seconds and it resumes it. You know that was a problem with AW score streaks. It makes the whole lobby lag, and I hope that doesn't happen when the full game comes out.
I think it's just because of the beta stage where they're still working out the little bit of bugs that are still left in the game
Yeah.
that they're trying to like squeeze out before release in November, which I believe the game is dropping on November 3rd.
Oh
And
my
I will
God, yes, I will be
on
there at the
November
GameStop,
3rd.
bro.
Yeah, same here. I will be streaming on November 3rd. So for anybody that wants to come check out my streaming in or zombies, you just gotta check us out on Twitch .tv.
Yeah, if you want to go follow PJ on Twitch, go follow him. It's PJ Killer 26. So he has like 20 followers right now, right?
2021.
Yeah, 2021. And yeah, now since we're talking about Twitch, we're gonna talk about my Twitch situation. I'll let you start it off.
All right. Well, your I believe your stream channel might be dead.
Exactly. I agree
Yeah,
with it a little bit. Like, can you elaborate why it's dead?
I can because. All right. So how many followers do you have?
I have 316 followers on Twitch to be exact.
All right. Well, all right. Tell me. We streamed earlier today. How many followers, well, viewers did you have at most during
At
that
most,
stream?
I had like 5 or 1, and I had a minimum of like 10 comments, like in my chat.
Right. And I streamed today earlier with only 20 followers, right? And starting at the beginning of summer with around, at my peak, 10 viewers, and I ended around with like 25 comments. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I feel like that's one main reason why your channel might be dead. And also, what really killed your channel?
Like way back in the day, you guys don't know this, but my main channel, I already told this story once. I'm gonna tell it again. So way back in the day, when me, Garrett, and Gage, when we were all friends, like in middle school, yeah, in middle school, we all used to play Roblox together. I don't know what this game is. It's like a Star Wars PC game. I don't know what it's called, But maybe I could remember. I don't know. And we used to play me and Garrett used to play the Star Wars PC game, and me and Garrett Gage we played Roblox. And then back in the day, Garrett used to stream on Twitch. Right now, he has 1,000 followers on Twitch just from Roblox. Like, you know what I mean? And ever since me and Gage and Garrett all split up and went our separate ways, I haven't got a single follow, a single viewer. Ever since I switched from streaming on my PC, now I only stream on my console. And ever since I made the switch, I haven't got a single follow or a single like viewer. Ever since I stopped streaming Roblox and that Star Wars game I forgot what it's called on PC. And just streaming on PC in general, when I normally used to stream on PC, I would get about like 5 viewers a night when I was streaming normally on PC. Now since I stream almost every other day on PS4, I get 0 viewers, man. And I just really am thinking about debating about it, making another Twitch account and starting fresh, starting from the bottom again. I know if I do it, it's gonna be a huge drop going from 316 to 0 again. It's gonna take me even more work to get back up to like 100. You know what I mean? So I'm at a situation where I don't know what to do.
Well, technically, you could join my crew, which got me started off in the Battlefield 1 community, which launched me up, and then we all split off and are streaming our own separate ways. I was still able to go strong where two of my friends' channels died out.
Yeah.
Right? And I think you might have had happened to what happened to you, to what happened to one of my friends. Alright?
Continue. Like, what happened to him?
He had around 100 and started around the same time as me. And the second he split off from me and everybody else, his whole channel just died out. And no matter what he streamed, he had like only 1 to 2 viewers.
Yeah, I can agree with you. Like, if I would go back right now, back to streaming, on my PC, go back to streaming, PG being friendly, or PG-13. That's another thing too. Because back when we all used to stream, we were either A, friendly, or B, PG-13, and we didn't have that mature content little button, that little box click on. And this is back when we never used to cuss on stream because we were scared we were gonna get banned or something like that,
No.
So, and then if I could go back right now, streaming only PC, Roblox, solo, and I probably would get a couple of viewers if I would go back to playing Roblox. I heard there's rumors that Roblox is being made for the PS4 because Roblox is already made for the Xbox One. I hope to God they bring Roblox back to, not back, but I hope they bring it to PS4 so I can, get back in their groove again.
Yeah. And plus, I feel like if they bring Roblox to PS4, I might join you on that hype train if they do, just so I can rack in a few extra viewers, alright?
Yeah.
And we get a few extra follows, because here's the thing, I could probably bring them out of that community to get into other stuff.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Low voice crack.
Yeah.
Well, either way, before we end this podcast off, I just want to say overall, like, it's been fun, and shout out again to Holly BB. Go follow her on Twitter. Go follow her on Twitch. Tell her I sent you, because she subscribed to the channel, and she's also following me on Twitter. So, major shout out to Holly BB. Appreciate all the love that, you give to me, I give to you. And shout out also Deathridge. Please follow me on Twitter, Deathridge. I know you liked one of my tweets a couple months ago, but I hope if you're listening to this, please follow me. It means a lot to me. But either way, so that's all I gotta say. Anything else?
I'd say that first off, to maybe for anybody watching this podcast, to go out and check out his Twitch stream before he resets it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, it's TheZombieGod777, all lowercase and one word. Go hit me up on there. I stream every other day, different games, and yeah, that's about it. And as soon as I get a hand, also before I go, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming out also in November. So it's 2 games coming out in November. I'm so hyped about. So when all these games come out, guys, I will be streaming and making videos on them. So stop by when the new games come out. That's what I gotta tell you. Like when's the best timing. So yeah, that's all I gotta say overall.
I think we're all just trying to make it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah. And everybody since Zombie promoted himself, I'm gonna promote myself. Alright, and make sure you check me out at twitch.tv pjkiller26. All lowercase. And I stream between Minecraft the whole way to Battlefield.
All right.
So yeah.
But in the future, are you gonna make a YouTube channel as well? Like when you get a PC and stuff like that?
I have a PC. I'm not good at editing, period. That's the reason I've been staying out of the YouTube
You can just
stuff.
upload raw footage
Yeah.
if you
I've
want.
noticed that I've gone through YouTube videos and seen that like the raw footage ones have more dislikes than the just edited ones.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's the reason why I stick to Twitch, is because it's a safer place for people that can't edit like me.
All right. So yeah, guys, we're gonna end it off here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video around. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next one. Can't wait for episode 4 coming out soon. Not soon, but just soon. Be on the lookouts for episode 4, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Wait,
That was so fucking good.
that was